15, 16. Just for the record. Just for the record, man. You understand? Before you do that, give me 3 and 8, then drop it down.
Isaiah 3 and 8.
Yes. Check this out. Since some people call up and feel like we got a problem, and it's a problem with how we deal, what we got to say, and the fact that we're reading the Bible, they don't believe the way we break it down. You understand? This is a condition that we feel needs to be addressed. Read that.
Isaiah 3 and 8.
Right.
For Jerusalem is ruined.
Jerusalem is ruined. Come on.
And Judah is fallen.
They're fallen, man. Jerusalem and Judah are fallen. Judah. Come on, man. Read it.
Because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord.
Right.
To provoke the eyes of his glory.
You know what I'm saying? Because your tongue and what you do is against the Most High power. And you don't even want to hear us, man. You say skip that. You say skip that, right? I'm going to need it. Give me Isaiah 30 and 10. You understand? Give me the 15th verse.
Isaiah 3 and 15.
16 on 1?
Yes.
Yes, come on.
Isaiah 3:16.
Moreover,
the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
Talking the daughters of Zion. Specifically talking about the women. Because the daughters of Zion are haughty. Who are the daughters of Zion? Let me be clear. Talking about the so-called Negro. My sister, my mother, my cousin, my female, my grandmother, my daughter. Talking about the daughters of Zion. Talking about the women. The so-called nigger woman. Right. Read that.
Isaiah 3:16.
Right.
Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
Let me go one more step for specifics. Talking about the so-called Negro woman in America, the so-called Negro woman in Jamaica, the so-called Negro woman in Trinidad, the so-called Negro woman in Haiti, the so-called Negro woman throughout the Caribbean or throughout the earth. Talking about the Negro, man, so-called Negro woman, not the African woman from Uganda or South Africa or Ethiopia. We're not talking about them. They have no parts in us, man. None. Read that.
Isaiah 3 and 16.
Right.
Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes,
right,
and mincing as they go.
They mince as they go. Everybody want to shake the book. Everybody shaking their little butt. You know what I mean? Some of these women, they got so much. Their shake is burnt out. They've been shaking their butt so long it's burnt out. You know? Because they had too many men deal with it already. She used to look good when she was younger. She used to look all right. You know what I'm saying? Now she's only 30. 30 years old. And beat down. 30. I mean, you know, am I exaggerating?
Not at all.
I mean, am I exaggerating now?
I don't know, brother.
I mean, 30 years old, you see someone walk around and the little shake they trying to put on, you can tell it's a horse shake. Meaning 50 men probably dealt with that already. So it's all crooked, you know. And she's trying to shake her butt like she still got something attractive. When you was young and in your prime, you were attractive. But you abused it. You abused it. And you know, what do you want? From who? You got all you can take. And you still want to take more. You're not getting no respect for wickedness. We want to pull it out, point it out. The Lord said they walk forth with a stretched forth neck. They, you know, and wanton eyes. Meaning very lustful. Wanton. Excessively lustful. Into, you know, lewdness. They're lewd. So the things that they pay attention to and what they focus on are very, very perverse and crooked. Right? We talk about the daughters of Zion, the so-called Negro women in the earth. Read it.
Isaiah 3 and 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty,
right,
and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
Click, 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 twitching. Read it.
Therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
He gonna get them, man. He's got them. Smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, man. So they all jacked up, man. They got problems, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's no big thing. We accept them with their problems because they are women. We got problems. You know what I'm saying? Read that verse again. The second verse.
2 Timothy 3 and 2.
Yes.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Problems for the men. the so-called Negro men in America, in the Caribbean, Jamaica, Trinidad, wherever you have you. They got problems like their women got problems. They're lovers of their own selves, read it.
Covetous, boasters,
right,
proud,
right,
blasphemers,
come on,
disobedient to parents,
right,
unthankful,
it's a men, read it,
unholy,
unpure, come on,
without natural affection.
no natural affection, man. Everything is a farce, a lie. They're playing it. They're freaks in the earth and they act like they're really affectionate towards it. They're following freaks and they act like you're really, I mean, come on, man. You're not into orgies and all this freaky garbage, but you act like you love it, or like that's something to love. Like that's something to love. We Jacob, man. We of Israel. We're plain men dwelling in tents. We got a real smooth and easy spirit upon us, man. That's what the Lord give us. Now if you go ahead and let this wild and perverse spirit come into the vibration that's in America, that's distributed from the rulers, then you become perverse. You don't have natural affection. You're a truce breaker. You're incontinent. You're bad. You're a bad seed. And the Lord is going to deal with that. Read on out.
2 Timothy 3:2.
Yes.
Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors,
right,
heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High.
That's a problem. That's the end of that verse, right? Yeah, that's the 4th verse, right? Good. What you holding? Isaiah 30. Hold that for a second, Mom. I'm going to need it a little later. I need, give me 1 Timothy 6:17. I also need 1 Timothy 5 and 6. Read that Titus, please. Read that Isaiah. Because we definitely don't want to leave out ourselves. We want to bring ourselves in it and mention how we deal. Come on.
Titus 3:1.
Right.
Put them in mind to be subject to principalities.
We won't put you in mind to be subject to principalities, to principles, man. The principalities that the Lord laid down. You know what I'm saying? The objectives, the things that are principle, the things that mean a lot, the things that are pivotal, that's going to count on your salvation, man. Put them in mind. I want you to remember what we're talking about. Read it.
Put them in mind to be subject to principalities,
right,
and powers, to obey magistrates, to be ready to every good work.
That's how this go, man. You don't come in America and act like, you know, like you off the hook. Like you're a wild man, you know, out of his cage. You know what I mean? Because you feel like, oh, they're oppressing me here. I mean, I can't get nothing. I can't get no job. I mean, you know, well, I'm just a gangster rapper, you know. You're like a wild man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll shoot him up. Yeah, you know, whatever. I don't know how to, I mean, I can't rap. You know what I'm saying? I can't rap. But these rappers are off the hook. You know, everybody.